All right, so you guys know how much I love digging into these business ideas. And this Sara Finance video about starting a business with zero cash is, honestly, it's pretty inspiring. Some of these ideas are pretty wild. We're talking swapping the 9 to 5 grind for maybe building your own empire from your couch.
Yeah, it really is amazing how the internet has leveled the playing field. You don't necessarily need a ton of capital to get started anymore. It's more about creativity and hustle at this point.
Totally. But, okay, before we jump into building our own Shopify empires, let's break down these ideas one by one. The first one that caught my eye was this whole drop servicing thing. It's like being the ultimate middleman, right?
Exactly. Sarah uses the example of video editing for YouTubers, which is a pretty hot market right now. So just
Yeah.
imagine finding YouTubers who are drowning in footage, and you can connect them with skilled editors who can whip those videos into shape.
Okay, so I find the YouTuber, I find the editor. What's the catch? Surely everyone's doing this already.
Well, there's always going to be competition, but the key is to niche down. So instead of being like a general video editing middleman, maybe you specialize in editing for gaming channels
Mhm.
or beauty vloggers or educational content. The more specific you are, the easier it is to target the right clients and stand out from the crowd.
Makes sense. So then I just pocket the difference between what I charge the YouTuber and what I pay the editor.
Yeah, that's the basic idea. Sarah even gives us some numbers to play with. She suggested maybe paying an editor $20 and charging the client $50. But of course, pricing always depends on the complexity of the project, the editor's experience, and
You know,
your own negotiation skills.
negotiation skills. Note to self-brush up on those. But even if you start small, the cool thing is that this model seems pretty scalable. You could start with just 1 or 2 clients and gradually build up your network as you get more comfortable.
Exactly. And the skills you learn from drop servicing can be applied to so many other areas. Think about all the tasks businesses outsource these days. Social media management,
Mm-hmm.
writing, graphic design, even virtual assistant work. It's pretty much endless, the possibilities.
Okay, sign me up for Drop Servicing 101. But before I go create my Fiverr profile, let's move on to the next idea, which sounds like a dream come true for the artistically inclined. Print on demand. I'm picturing designing my own line of witty coffee mugs.
Uh-huh. That's the spirit. Print on demand is a fantastic way to turn your creative ideas into physical products without having to deal with inventory, manufacturing, or shipping. Platforms like Printify handle all the logistics for you.
So I just upload my design, someone orders a mug with my brilliant slogan on it, and Printify magically makes it happen.
Exactly.
Hmm.
You set up shop on a platform like Etsy, which already has a huge audience of people looking for unique and handcrafted items. Then, when someone places an order, Printify prints and ships the product directly to the customer. You're literally earning money in your sleep.
Okay, I'm starting to see why this is so popular. But with so many Etsy shops out there, how do you stand out from the crowd? Is it all about having the most eye-catching designs?
Well, eye-catching designs definitely help, but it's also crucial to niche down and target a specific audience. So think about who you want to reach with your products. What are their interests, passions, style preferences? The more you understand your target market, the better you can tailor your designs and your marketing messages.
So if I were designing those coffee mugs, instead of just like generic funny sayings, maybe I focus on mugs for book lovers or cat owners or people who love bad puns. Basically something that speaks directly to their soul and their caffeine addiction.
Exactly. And don't forget the power of social media. Platforms like TikTok and Pinterest are gold mines for promoting print-on-demand products. You can create engaging videos showcasing your designs, share behind-the-scenes peeks into your creative process, and run targeted ads to reach the right people.
Okay, I'm getting the sense that marketing is going to be a recurring theme here. But before we dive into the world of TikToks and targeted ads, let's talk about the business model that seems to be on everyone's lips these days, drop shipping. And Sarah's got a fresh take on it using Alibaba.
She does. This method cuts out the middleman even further. So instead of sourcing products from individual drop-shipping suppliers, you go straight to the source, Alibaba. They have a vast marketplace of manufacturers and suppliers offering a wide variety of products.
So instead of hunting for products on individual drop shipping sites, I could just browse Alibaba, find something I think will sell like hotcakes, and set up shop on my own Shopify store.
You got it. Of
Yeah.
course, you'll need to do your due diligence. Research suppliers, check reviews, make sure you're comfortable with their production and shipping times.
Right, got to make sure I'm not promising customers the moon and then delivering a lump of coal 6 months later. But assuming I find a reliable supplier, how do I actually make money with this? Just mark up the price and hope for the best.
Well, marking up the price is part of it. But the real key to success is building a brand around your store. You don't want to be just another generic reseller. You want to create a unique identity, craft compelling product descriptions, and offer excellent customer service. Think about what will set you apart from the competition and make customers choose you over everyone else.
Okay, so it's not just about finding a cheap product and slapping it on my Shopify store. It's about creating an experience for the customer, a brand they can connect with, and a product they feel good about buying.
Exactly. And just like with the other business models, marketing is going to be your best friend. Sarah recommends using a mix of social media marketing, content marketing, and potentially some paid advertising to get the word out about your amazing products.
All right, I'm sensing a pattern here. Find a need, fill it, and shout about it from the digital rooftops. But before we get lost in the world of marketing, let's tackle the next idea on our list, becoming a Google Ads specialist. This one seems a little more technical.
Yeah, it does require a specific skill set. But the cool thing is that Google actually offers free training to help you become a certified Google Ads expert. They have a platform called Skillshop, where you can take courses, learn the ins and outs of running successful ad campaigns, and earn certifications that prove your expertise.
Wait, so I can become a Google Ads wizard without spending a dime. That's amazing. But once I've got my certifications, how do I actually find clients who are willing to pay me to work my advertising magic?
Well, that's where platforms like Fiverr and Upwork come in handy. You can create profiles showcasing your skills and experience and connect with businesses who are looking for someone to manage their Google Ads campaigns.
So it's kind of like drop servicing, but instead of outsourcing tasks, I'm outsourcing myself.
You can think of it that way. You're essentially offering your expertise as a service. And the beauty of it is that you can often work remotely and set your own hours.
Okay, this is starting to sound pretty tempting. And Sarah mentioned that skilled Google Ads specialists can charge some pretty impressive hourly rates.
They can, especially once they've built up a solid track record and have proven results to show for it. And the demand for Google Ads experts is only going to increase as more businesses move their advertising online.
All right, we've covered 4 pretty incredible business ideas so far, and they all have one thing in common. They can be started with 0 money. But we've got one more gem to explore, and this one involves a platform we all know and love, or maybe love to hate, Amazon.
Ah, yes, the Amazon Associates program. This one's all about earning passive income by recommending products to your audience.
I've heard of affiliate marketing, but I've always been a little fuzzy on the details. Do I have to become some kind of influencer with millions of followers to make this work?
Not at all. You can start small and gradually build your audience over time. The basic idea is that you find products on Amazon that you love and recommend them to your friends, family, or anyone else who might be interested. If they purchase those products through your unique affiliate link, you're in commission.
So let's say I'm obsessed with this new brand of organic coffee. I can share my love for this coffee with the world. And if someone clicks on my link and buys a bag, I get a little cut of the profits.
Exactly. And Sarah highlighted a trend on TikTok called Amazon Finds, where people create videos showcasing cool and unique products they've discovered on Amazon. It's a fun and engaging way to share your product recommendations and potentially earn some passive income.
Okay, this is starting to sound dangerous. For my wallet, that is. I can already picture myself making Amazon Finds video about all sorts of random stuff. But before I go on a shopping spree, let's take a step back and see what valuable insights we can glean from Sarah's video about making this whole Amazon Associates thing actually work.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah.
Welcome back to our deep dive. Now, where we left off, you were about to become an Amazon Finds TikTok star, right?
Well, I don't know about stardom,
Yeah.
but the whole idea of getting paid to share cool stuff I find on Amazon is pretty appealing. But I'm also a little skeptical. Is it really that easy?
It's not just about slapping an affiliate link on any random product and hoping for the best. This whole Amazon Finds trend is successful because it's really about genuinely showcasing
Yeah.
interesting, useful, or unique products in an engaging way.
So it's not just about the products, it's about the presentation, kind of like those unboxing videos that are all over YouTube.
Exactly. Think about what makes those videos so popular. They're usually short, snappy, visually appealing, and highlight the key features and benefits of the product in a way that's both informative and entertaining. And most importantly, they're authentic. The person making the video actually seems excited about the product, which makes the viewer more likely to be interested as well.
Okay, so it's about finding cool stuff, presenting it in a fun way and being genuine. But do I have to buy all these products myself? My bank account is already cringing at the thought.
Not necessarily. Sarah actually mentioned that you can repost existing TikToks that feature products you want to promote, giving proper credit to the original creator, of course. It's a great way to leverage existing content and tap into a wider audience.
That's a pretty clever workaround. So I could essentially curate a collection of awesome Amazon Finds videos without actually having to buy all the stuff myself.
Exactly. It's a great way to start, especially if you're on a budget. And as you grow your audience and start earning commissions, you can then invest in purchasing some products to create your own unique content.
Okay, this is making more and more sense. But I'm still a little curious about the logistics of the Amazon Associates program. How do I actually sign up and get my affiliate link?
It's actually a pretty straightforward process. You just head over to the Amazon Associates website, create an account,
Hmm.
and provide some basic information about your website or social media platform. Once you're approved, you'll get access to your unique affiliate link, which you can then use to promote any product on Amazon.
So I could literally go on an Amazon shopping spree right now, find a bunch of cool stuff, and start sharing my affiliate link with everyone I know.
Well, you could. But remember, the key to success with affiliate marketing is to promote products that you genuinely believe in and that are relevant to your audience. So think about the types of products your friends, family, or followers would be interested in and focus on recommending those.
Okay, so no randomly promoting garden gnomes to my tech-obsessed friends. Got it. But let's backtrack for a minute and revisit some of the other business ideas we discussed earlier. I want to make sure we've squeezed every drop of wisdom out of Sarah's video.
Sounds like a plan.
Let's talk about drop servicing again. It seems like such a clever way to make money without actually having to do any of the work yourself. But I'm curious about the potential pitfalls. What are some things to watch out for?
Yeah, it's a great question. One of the biggest challenges with drop servicing is finding reliable service providers
Oh.
who consistently deliver high-quality work. You're essentially putting your reputation on the line, so it's crucial to do your due diligence and vet your providers carefully.
So it's not just about finding the cheapest person on Fiverr. I need to make sure they can actually do the job well.
It's exactly. Look for providers with positive reviews, a strong portfolio, and excellent communication skills. And don't be afraid to ask for samples of their work, or even conduct a small test project before committing to a larger one.
Okay, so quality control is key. But what about pricing? How do I find the sweet spot between what I charge the client and what I pay the service provider?
That's where your negotiation skills come in. Research the going rates for the type of service you're offering,
Hmm.
and factor in the complexity of the project, the provider's experience, and your own profit margin. Don't be afraid to negotiate with both the client and the provider to reach an agreement that works for everyone.
This is starting to sound more and more like a real business, not just some side hustle.
It is a real business, and like any business, it requires planning, organization, and attention to detail.
Speaking of real businesses, let's talk about print on demand. I'm still fascinated by the idea of creating my own line of products, but I'm a little overwhelmed by the thought of designing everything myself. Are there any shortcuts or resources that can help?
Absolutely. There are tons of resources available for aspiring print-on-demand entrepreneurs. You can find pre-made designs and templates online, hire freelance designers to create custom designs for you, or even partner with other artists and collaborate on unique products.
Okay, so I don't have to be a design whiz to get started, but even with a great design, how do I make sure my products actually get seen on Etsy? It seems like there are a million shops out there already.
That's where SEO comes in. Just like websites, Etsy listings need to be optimized for search engines so that people can easily find your products when they're searching for something specific.
SEO, that sounds a bit technical. Is it something I can learn on my own, or do I need to hire an expert?
There are plenty of resources available online to help you learn the basics of Etsy SEO. It involves things like using relevant keywords in your product titles and descriptions, choosing the right categories for your products, and making sure your shop is set up correctly.
Okay, so it's not rocket science, but it does require some effort and attention to detail. But what about marketing? How do I get people excited about my products and actually make some sales?
Marketing is key.
Yeah.
Etsy itself is a great platform for promoting your products, but you can also leverage social media platforms like TikTok, Instagram, and Pinterest to reach a wider audience. Create engaging content that showcases your products in action. Share behind-the-scenes peeks into your creative process, and run targeted ads to reach people who are likely to be interested in what you're selling.
Okay, so it's a multi-pronged approach. Use Etsy's built-in tools, get social, and maybe sprinkle in some ads. Got it. But now I'm kind of curious about how this whole print-on-demand thing actually works from a logistical standpoint. Do I need to store any inventory, or does Printify handle all of that?
That's the beauty of print on demand. You don't have to store any inventory whatsoever. Printify handles everything: printing, packaging, and shipping. You just focus on creating awesome designs and marketing your products.
That's a huge weight off my shoulders. No more nightmares about boxes piling up in my living room. But what about quality control? How do I make sure the products that are being shipped out to my customers actually meet my standards?
That's another important aspect of choosing a print-on-demand partner. Do your research, read reviews, and make sure you choose a company that is known for producing high-quality products. You can also order samples of your own products to ensure you're happy with the quality before you start selling them to others.
Okay, so quality control, marketing, SEO, it's all starting to come together. This print-on-demand thing is sounding more and more like a viable business idea. But before we get too carried away, we still have two more business models to discuss. Shopify dropshipping, using Alibaba and becoming a Google Ads specialist.
Right. Shall we take a quick detour back to the world of dropshipping?
Let's do it. I'm eager to hear more about this Alibaba twist on the dropshipping model.
Okay, so back for round 3 of our No Money Business Idea Showdown. And this time we're going global with dropshipping using Alibaba. I'm picturing myself sipping coconut water on a beach while orders from my Shopify store just roll in.
Uh-huh. That's the dream. But let's get real for a minute. Sourcing products from Alibaba does present some unique challenges. The language barrier can be tricky, shipping times are often longer, and quality control can be more difficult.
Okay, so it's not as simple as clicking buy and watching the profits roll in,
Yeah.
but I'm guessing there are ways to mitigate those risks.
Absolutely. Communication is key. So when you find a potential supplier on Alibaba, don't be afraid to ask lots of questions, use a translation tool if needed, request product samples, and clarify shipping times and costs up front.
So it's all about building trust and transparency with the supplier, even if it's a virtual handshake across continents. But let's say I've found the perfect product and a supplier I trust. What's next? Just set up my Shopify store and start blasting ads. Not so fast. Remember, we're trying to build a brand here, not just be another faceless dropshipper. What's your unique selling proposition? What story are you telling with your products?
Okay, so I need to think beyond just the product itself. Maybe it's about eco-friendly sourcing, or supporting small artisans. Or maybe it's just about injecting some fun and personality into a boring product category.
Exactly. Think about what resonates with you and what will appeal to your target audience. And don't be afraid to experiment. Maybe you offer personalized notes with each order, or create a unique unboxing experience. Or maybe you partner with a charity and donate a portion of your profits.
I love those ideas. It's about making that human connection even in the digital world. But let's be honest, none of that matters if no one can find my store in the first place. How do I get those customers knocking on my virtual door?
That's where your marketing skills come into play. Social media is your best friend. Think eye-catching visuals on Instagram, product demos on TikTok, maybe even some behind-the-scenes content on how you source your products from Alibaba. And don't underestimate the power of influencer marketing. Finding the right people to showcase your products can really boost your visibility.
Okay, so it's a mix of creativity, hustle, and maybe a little bit of luck.
There's always an element of luck in any business venture. But the more effort you put into building your brand, marketing your products, and providing excellent customer service, the better your chances of success. And remember, you don't have to do it all alone. There are tons of resources available online, from Shopify tutorials to dropshipping communities to freelance marketers who can help you take your business to the next level.
It's amazing how much support is out there for aspiring entrepreneurs. It really feels like anyone with an internet connection and a good idea can make something happen. But before we get lost in the world of Shopify and Alibaba, we still have one more business model to dissect: becoming a Google Ads specialist.
Right. This one's fascinating because it's all about leveraging the power of knowledge. Google literally gives you the tools and training you need to become an expert in their advertising platform. For free. It's like they're handing you the keys to a digital goldmine.
I know, it's mind-blowing, but where do you even begin? Do you just dive headfirst into those Skillshop courses and hope for the best?
Well, it's a good idea to have a basic understanding of marketing principles before you jump into the technical stuff. But once you're ready, those Skillshop courses are incredibly comprehensive. They'll teach you everything from setting up campaigns to targeting specific audiences, to analyzing data and optimizing your results.
So it's not just about throwing money at Google and hoping your ads magically appear in front of the right people. There's a real science to it.
Exactly. It's about understanding your target audience, crafting compelling ad copy, choosing the right keywords, and constantly analyzing and refining your campaigns to ensure you're getting the best possible return on investment.
Okay, so it's a mix of creativity and analytics. But once I've mastered the Google Ads Jedi mind tricks, How do I actually convince someone to pay me for my newfound skills?
We'll start by building a portfolio. Offer your services to friends, family, or local businesses who are just starting out with online advertising. You can also volunteer your time to nonprofits or community organizations who could benefit from your expertise.
So it's about building credibility and getting some real-world experience under my belt.
Exactly. And once you've got some successful campaigns to showcase, you can start reaching out to larger clients or even create your own agency specializing in Google Ads management.
Wow, we've covered so much ground today. It's incredible how many paths there are to entrepreneurial success, even without a big pile of cash to get started. What's the biggest takeaway you hope our listener is walking away with?
I think the most important lesson is that the barriers to entry for starting a business have never been lower. The internet has democratized entrepreneurship, giving anyone with a good idea and a willingness to learn the opportunity to create something amazing.
It's truly an exciting time to be an entrepreneur. So, to our listener out there who's been dreaming of ditching the day job and building their own empire, what's holding you back? Pick an idea, dive in, and see where it takes you.
And remember, you're not alone on this journey. There's a whole community of entrepreneurs out there who are eager to support you, share their knowledge, and celebrate your successes.
That's what makes this whole entrepreneurial journey so rewarding. It's not just about the money, it's about the connections, the creativity, and the freedom to create something that's uniquely your own.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the world of no-money business ideas. We hope you're feeling inspired and ready to take action. Until next time, keep dreaming big and hustling hard.